Good day, friends. This is Bobby here with episode number 8. Now, today we will talk about the name Fiji Indian. Now, long time ago, when the name was coined, there were two names that came out. One was the Fiji Indian, which was used by people, and also there was a confusion which said Indo-Fijian. Now, both were used simultaneously by many persons, but finally there was an opposition in 2006. They completely barred using the word Indo-Fijian. Reason is because now Fiji Indian are the people who are living in India, but along with it there were a lot of Indians who came over for business reasons, and they cannot be termed as Fiji Indians. So what happened was they also were called Fiji Indians at that time. This was first coined by academians who came from India and who wanted to show that there was a lineage. Now, native Fijians oppose this. The reason is because there is no way that the native Fijians were Indians. In late 1960s, a person by the name Eddie Patel, who coined the word one country, one man, one destiny for everyone, every Fijian. They mentioned like it has to be Fijian, every person needs to be called Fijian. Now, naturally, the native Fijians oppose this, and he also mentioned like that the native people needs to be called by the name Takoi. So I don't know the pronunciation of that, but that's a word that was referenced to native Fijians. So the native Fijians opposed this move because there were a lot of things that were granted in 1874 when the British started ruling Fiji, and if there was a diversification, or if they were moving away from that particular understanding with a new name, that was not possible. Secondly, when the Fiji Indians name was coined, let's go back to the history, right? The laborers were brought in from India, the Indian subcontinent, way back in 1879, and that went up till 1960. Now we are debating over the name. What happens is, like, during that time, prior to Indian independence, it was a big country. Like Bangladesh and Pakistan used to be a part of Bharat, okay, and Hindustan. And after the partition, the Muslim community from Pakistan, the Muslim community from Bangladesh, they opposed it, that you cannot term us as Indo-Fijian or Fiji Indian, because we have a different personality and we cannot accept it. So there was a lot of opposition in regards with that. Saying so, now the political landscape was changing completely. Okay, there was a move after the World War II. There was a move from the European Council planning of sending back, repatriating the Indians back to India. Okay, but they were all settled down at that time. What happened was, the first move was like 16-year-old male and 14-year-old girls would be sent back to India. That naturally failed. So now they started thinking like what needs to be done. So all these things came as a precursor because in 1970, Fiji was given independence. Now, how would the constitution look like? Where will these people get the majority? Because if you remember, in one of my episodes, I did mention that the Fiji Indian community was exploding. Like, they had a lot of people. They far outnumbered the local native Fijians. So the native Fijians naturally opposed it. The reason is because now their number of seats in the constitution after post-independence would be far lesser than the Fiji Indians. So in that way, there was a political uprising, and there was a lot of clash between the native Fijians and the Indian Fijians. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will take your leave for now. I will come back to you with episode number 9 very soon, very shortly, in small bits, till we hit the May 14th deadline of Girmit Day, the 143rd celebration. On that note, what do we always say? Be cool and stay safe, stay protected. Lots of love from Bobby. Bye. Cheers.